In this episode, I'm going to share with you how purpose is the root of all happiness, contentment, and peace. This is something that just kind of hit home with me recently. And I heard it on another podcast, and I found myself sitting with it like they nailed it. Like, if you have a sense of purpose, happiness that comes from pleasure or success tends to be fleeting, right? But it fades once the moment passes. But happiness that comes from purpose is sustainable because it's not tied to what's happening to you. It's not rooted in you moving through it and moving forward with it. It's not. It's not attached to the future because every day you're doing something out of a sense of purpose. So you feel a sense of direction and you know why you're doing things, and it flows, it comes natural to it. You feel a connection. So you sense that your actions, they matter to somebody or something or some inner value system that you have, that you're contributing to something bigger, something larger. And then there's this resilience. So when there's challenges, they still hurt, but they no longer feel meaningless. You just up your game. So, for instance, right away, I was like, well, what is my sense of purpose? And instantaneously, I mean, without the minute I said, what is my sense of purpose? The answer was there simultaneously. And that is my work, my clients. Yes, my work as an astrologer, my work as a life coach, my work as a mentor, my work of get downloads and receiving affirmations and whatnot. But it means nothing unless I can work with people, with clients, whether it be here on social media or one on one or mini readings with my clients or in my groups that I own. That's my sense of purpose. My clients are my sense of purpose. Now, then I started going down the rabbit hole. Like, why does purpose feed the brain? Because there's a biological component to everything. Come on, guys. Spiritual, yes, but biological. Our brain is the soul. It's where the soul accesses our body to take action on something. Like the motherboard. You type on your computer, but your typing isn't actually, it's the first step, but your typing is sending signals to the motherboard of your computer and telling then it sends signals to your computer and tells it what to do. So let's look at the brain. Neuroscience shows that when we act in alignment with our values or feel we're making a difference, our brain releases dopamine, oxytocin, all those feel good chemicals, right? That's a link to joy, motivation, bonding. And a lot of people will say to me, where's my tribe? I don't have a family. I don't have a bestie. I want a partner. I want to have kids one day. A lot of that, sorry to take the whole magic out of it, but a lot of that is so that you have a sense of purpose. If I was in a relationship, I'd have a sense of purpose. It would be my partner. If I had children, I would have a sense of purpose. And that's why when we have difficulties in our relationships or with our children, or when our children leave the nest, we suddenly have a loss of a sense of purpose. But it's not gone. It's just lost temporarily. And we have to refocus on what that sense of purpose is, which is easier for others and very difficult for many. So, spirituality, the purpose is what bridges your soul's intention with your daily action. It transforms what should I do with my life into how can I serve life itself through what I do. So let me repeat this. How can I serve life itself through what I do? Rather than what should I do with my life? So you find out what your purpose is so that you can translate into happiness. Clarity replaces confusion. When you know your purpose, decision making gets lighter. Contribution replaces comparison. You stop measuring yourself by others' success. And meaning replaces monotony. Even small tasks become sacred when you know their why. Why am I doing this? I want you to ask yourself, why do I feel more alive? And when do I feel more alive, more aligned, or most useful to others? That's the compass pointing to your purpose and therefore to your happiness, possibly your career, your business, your hobby, your creation, your volunteer options in your community. There are so many ways we can find a sense of purpose. It doesn't have to be your job or your career, your husband, your family, your children. A sense of purpose could be being a content creator. You want to be an artist? Start doing your art and sharing it on social media. Whether you do this an hour a week or an hour a day. You love to meditate? Then start creating meditations and add that in social media as well. Social media is the key to where we can share what we consider as our sense of purpose. You can write a book. You can write blogs. You can go and volunteer, help the elderly, help children, help people with less than. When you feel less than, when you feel like the world has really given you a difficult hand, then you go and help those that are going through exactly the same difficulty as you are, if not worse. Basically, purpose is the secret to happiness.